Oh, this isn't it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hey, guys, we're just finishing up. We're playing a little It Takes Two with Nani, and we're gonna jump over now though and do a little Virballs. So let's find it. There we are. We were playing last night. It did look like we encountered a small bug. How do I get to the play button? I'm just gonna use the mouse. There we go. Hey, cool. Let's pop it in. So this is by Boulder Games, which is not too far from where I live. Turns out might need to go down and say hi to these guys one day. But yeah, this is Virballs. Virballs is out. The full game is out. We are continuing a playthrough that we have here. Last night we did have a bit of a problem. We're trying to save the Floobers. The abandoned mine seemed to have bugged out, but we're just going to run through it real quick, speedrun style. Oh gosh. Yeah. Whenever we get this animation here, it's just telling us that, it's just showing us that, hey, there's a bunch of these new guys, some new weapons that we can access. I don't know if the volume saved. The game volume seems a little loud. Let me fix that. I don't know if my sound. Oh no, it's down there. Oh, you know what? I think it saved, but I don't think it actually was honoring that volume level that I set, because it's a lot quieter now. That's interesting. A small bug, but yeah, worth maybe passing on. These guys have been great. I really like these guys. They've been really responsive in their Discord. I mean, most indie games. I say most indie games are. Not all of them are. But a lot of them try to be, I suppose, is I guess what I want to say. And these guys actually are. So that's pretty nice. So if you go in there and drop a comment or what have you, like you'll get a response. Oh, I didn't get the chat box going up. I'm sorry. Let me. Don't kill me. Forgot to reactivate it. There we go. Oh, I think we're gonna have to try that again. I don't think it's gonna work. All right, there we go. Yeah, it never seems to quite work whenever on YouTube. You know, we'll have a bunch of people watching. I'll end the stream and I'll kick them over to another one, and almost no one ever comes over. And I know that people tell me after the fact that, like, hey, I hit the button, it didn't do anything or whatever. Don't know what to do for YouTube. I don't know why it does that or why it's such a pain. I guess people just have to like actively go find the new stream, because literally we went from, you know, having a handful of people in the watch of the stream to we're back to one. Which I'm glad you're here, whoever that one person is. Just a little bit odd. Okay, I'm just double checking on the stream here, guys, making sure everything's at least as healthy as it can be on my end, that I've done everything I need to do here. It should be working. Drop a comment, guys, if you come in, if you're in there and it's easy for you. I know everything's working. Now the game, there we go. It's like the game volume is not there. This thing does some pretty good damage. The bird call does some good AoE damage. Ah, no. Uh-oh. Accidentally hit the turbocharge button. Oh, overjumped that. Guess we should grab these guys. Get in my belly. There we go. think before we do that, we should go over here and do this one, I think, because I think last time I had to come back. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we can get up here. But we need to go into that room over there, so I don't know if it really matters. I guess we just go both directions. Oh, sorry. didn't really mean to do that. I still don't know what that mode does really, besides like I assume that it in theory makes you take less damage, but it doesn't. I know that it doesn't make you take no damage, which, you know, begs the question of exactly what does it do? Because it seems like star power from Mario, where you would take no damage, but I'm just not really sure. Whoa, okay, forgot about these guys. All right, let's try not to die here. Jeez. Dude, those guys are not playing around up there. We're gonna have to get some health, I think, by killing some of these guys. I think will give us back health. Yeah, some of those things give us health. Bird coal. There we go. All right. Have you played Tainted Grail? It's a lot like Skyrim. I have not. I've not played Tainted Grail. Should check it out, Crafty. Hey, we took that guy out before he could zap us. Yeah, I like the eagles here. Eagles are the bird call is OP for this one. Gotta destroy the thing behind it too. Oh no, I don't want to be in between those two dudes. Okay, cool. We destroyed it, so that's good. Can we take these guys out? Hey, there we go. We got him to run over the mines. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Got him. Got him. All right, those mines are really fun. Oh, look at that dude. I don't remember that guy being there last time. Was he there? I don't think he was there. Oh, oh no. Oh no, I forgot that they... Wow, all right. They're like, it's like they do like gravity beams. Is what this guy does. And it was like sucking me in. I couldn't move, couldn't run. Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those things. They suck you in if they grab you. Oh, we got the metal head guy. Okay, and then we got the rock guy. Just throw some rocks. Oh no, the radio guy's just like an AoE thing. Alright, we'll just try this. Try doing some just plain direct damage to this guy and his buddies. Hey, they fixed it. It used to be when you played this, it would leave the other music on, and it would be just like really discordant with two different like types of music playing. And they fixed it to where it's just the metal music whenever you hit it. That's cool. Excellent. Glad they fixed that. That was part of the feedback we gave to them, which I imagine that they already knew. So I don't think it's just like, I think it's probably just something they hadn't sorted yet. Cool. All right, we took care of those guys. I'll pull up Tainted Grail here in a minute, Crafty, just to see what the deal is. See if it's one of the. I mean, I looked at a bunch of games. Maybe it's one that I have seen and just don't remember super well. But oh, these are the guys with the tires. Okay, I forgot about them. Forgot about the tire guys. Okay, we just need to destroy their bubble thing because. Oh man, I love the earth thing. Oh, okay, here we go. We'll jam out. I wonder if somebody's into like metal music in the group or something. I don't know if this is the same music they did have, or if it's harder, or if it's hard to tell because it was so like everywhere last time. But I like the idea that one of them is just like really into metal music, so they went with like, or maybe they really hate it. I guess that could also be a thing, and they're just like, yeah, metal music, it causes damage, it causes psychic damage. Okay. Oh, that is a guy. Okay, he's just turned away from us. Yeah, this doesn't do a lot of damage, but it like CCs him, which is cool. I think there's a way to cycle through all of the things you have, not just your 2 quick slots. And I think they put it up in their Discord, and I need to look. They had it, I assume they had it in the tutorial, but the tutorial was like things would disappear before I could read what all they did. Right, took that guy out. Pretty cool from when I played of it. They just had a big update to the game. Oh, okay. Hey, Lyrio. Yeah, we're playing some Virballs. We're jamming out with some Virballs. We're dropping in. I don't think it hurts these guys. Oh, man. Hey, we killed enough of these guys. We got the collection badge. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Guess we should jump down. Try to hit the... Jeez. I think this is only bought. We got a good weapon here. We got the right weapon for the job, I think, is what's going on. These little metalheads. They rocked until their heads exploded. Oh, excellent. Hit that again. Oh, get a new one. Oh, cool. Oh, dude, this is the gravity one. The gravity one is super OP. I don't think there's anything out there besides that grumpy dude. Oh, it's another new one. Cool. All right. Oh my gosh, my everything is sore. Oh, we got the tire one. Okay, that's cool. All right, last time I think we glitched this out, so we'll try to be careful. I think we did too much damage. Was the thought process that I think you're supposed to take out the legs on these guys, and then you take out everything else. Then it goes down on the ground. And you take out the body, but I think I like somehow with the AOE damage on the gravity generator gun, I think it like messed it up. That's my thought process, at least. So yeah, then we aim. Oh, huh. That's interesting. So we got to take out those triangles. We got to take out the triangles there. Oh, what do we got left? Okay, we better grab some stuff. What is it? Oh, this is the charge up thing. Okay, charge up gun. These guys are probably the hardest guys out there. I don't know why, but they are. The power of electricity. I don't know. Somebody in the company was an EE. And they just felt like this was the only right thing to do. All right. Oh, no. Man, jeez, they just do so much damage. And they're so hard to hit. Like, you'll be outside. It looks like you're outside, but you're still inside of the hit radius. Maybe I should just take out this guy? I don't know. Hide behind the rock. Oh, they're still hitting us. Jeez. At least some of them are. Oh, was that our attack? Man, I didn't even realize we got down the legs. It's just so hard to live with those guys. They're just so hard to deal with. Like you've got to dash every time they attack you, or you just simply won't make it. Because that like ball that they call us to explode. There we go. Okay, we're doing okay now. Here we go. We got something other than the same couple of guys too, so that's good. Well, kind of. I'd rather not just have one attack going on here. So this attack here, this gravity thing, works like way too well. The gravity works like incredibly well. Oh, okay. Oh no, I think we missed our window. Oh no, we got this one. This seems to CC them a bit, so like maybe this is the play here. Go with the heavy metal. Okay, I think the big guy up there is still shooting at us, but... There we go. Hey! Alright, cool. So this didn't happen last time. I think we did... Like I said, I think we just did too much damage last time. If you can believe that. Because I don't think this dude, like, spawned. Nice. Oh, did we win it? Did we beat it? Oh, that was like, way easier than last time. Okay. Cool. We did die once. That's all right. But we got through it. Cool. Can we just take a step back and look at all these planets that we got now? So we got Vio... Scortopia and Bogarda. Okay. And those are the newer ones too, I do believe. Maybe we'll do one more level here. Maybe we'll see how it goes. See what the time looks like. Oh wait. Oh, we did this one. Quit to level select. It must have. Ah. Yeah, I must have accidentally. Wait. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah. Huh. I don't know what happened. Floobers aren't the smartest, but something. Oh, no. Oh, it looks like the same level. It's a different one, I suppose. But I could have sworn this is like the first level. It just, I guess the start area is the same or something. Must be. Oh, don't want to be dropping mines. It's not going to work incredibly well. Whoa, what's that dude doing? That's gnarly. Oh, he's like a robot dude, like Johnny Five style robot guy. Don't want to roll off there. Well, so much for exploring. Whoa, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Those got to be the hardest guys so far, just because you got to dash to not take damage from them. There's just no other option. The good news is it's like you can kind of dash in any particular direction and it works, but still. Oh, I think he's like clipped under the floor. Well, you know what? Shooting fish in a barrel, I'll take it. These guys are pretty hard. Hard to kill normally. I'm fine with that. On some of the past levels, I've like missed stuff, so I just want to make sure. Oh, okay. It's a new thing. We got a drill-looking thing. Oh, there's two of them inside of it piloting it. That's fun. Uh-oh. Oh, good. It's charging. Okay, we killed it before it could really charge. Oh, man, we got the gravity one. Okay, the gravity is hooked up. Nope, I think I missed. I got scared. Just got scared and I missed. Oh, okay. All right, that hurts. That hurts. Man, this does good damage, but it is fickle. What do we have here? Oh, I was like, okay, what is this thing? Man, there's so many different combinations. Gets kind of crazy. Okay, this has a lot of similarities to that first level. Oh, this one's good too. Like the fish guys. Don't love this one, but you know. Oh no. Oh, they turn into the balls. Okay, that's cool. I didn't see that. Just take everything up with them. Here, we'll just use the much more effective weapon here. And then we'll grab some of these tasty little guys. some of these hit. It's kind of I don't like that one. Not my favorite weapon. All right, we got the relic. Cool. Cool. Hey, what's up, 94? What is this game? This is Virballs. Yeah, this is an indie game. We actually did an interview a little while ago with, so we played it some, and then these guys are actually pretty local to me, but they agreed to come on, and we chatted with one of the developers. You can actually see that past live stream. It was one of the better chats I've had with the developer, honestly. You know, not everybody, for some folks, charisma is our dump stat. That was not the case. So it was cool talking with the folks at Virballs. And then after that, I mean, we played it some. So the game has now gone live. It's an indie game, so it's a 3D platformer. It's pretty fun. It's it's not it's an indie game. So you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You got to realize that. But I think it's quite fun. It's cute, and I think it's like anybody could play this. Like a kid could play this, and obviously I'm still having fun with it. So, oh, that was the wrong button. But yeah, that's what we're doing, man. I think we're gonna finish this level out. I'm gonna keep playing this on and off on stream until we're finished with it. I know that Mother Clucker and a few other people actually went and picked it up. Mother Clucker, they actually had a giveaway in their Discord, and Mother Clucker actually won that. So I think she won some merch from these guys, which I'm pretty sure she was stoked about. I know Lyriel talked about liking the idea of some merch, some Fluber merch. Oh, cool. Which is, I don't know. I've got a call from the station. Yeah, I got to go. Okay, we found the cop guy, but he just... Oh, is that it? Huh, that was an abrupt in there. That didn't feel entirely finished. That was kind of weird. I don't know what happened there. Or maybe it glitched out or something. I bet it's the latter. Yeah, so 94, so you're this bot, right? Let me see if I can. Yeah, so you're the bot, and then these round things inside are not flubers. They are they're something, I forget what they're called. Yeah, and anyway, so you grab them. They're the Virballs. That's what they are. Jeez, they're the Virballs. You grab them, and then you get one in your central compartment, and then you can eat another one, and it turns your arm into some combination of the two, which has like a different. It's basically just a bunch of different weapon effects. So you can, depending on what your base is and what you eat, you get like different weapons effects. So kind of cool there. Let me see. So that's Fluber. We got the... Oh, neon. I like the neon. Was there... Got candy cane, pumpkin, the default. It's also dark, gilded. I kind of like the neon. We're going to go with that one. Oh, this dude looks great. I like this color. Yeah, and so like this one is a gravity thing, so you got like a gravity weapon. This one is like charging up and shocking. Some of them are like you can shoot out bees on some of them that are like tracking bees that will attack. All kinds of fun and just kind of different stuff. Oh no! So best color scheme right there. Okay, cool. Yeeted myself off the edge. Yeah, and it's cool. You can turn yourself into like this little ball form, which is it's pretty fun. And then you can jump, you can long jump, and you can double jump. And then you can also dash or double dash once you get it unlocked. Okay. Jeez. Oh no. No! I'm gonna get oh no, I'm gonna get away, gotta get away. So those are the gravity guys that are pulling me in there. So gotta be careful. But yeah, once they get small, so the bigger ones you gotta break down. This is the most weird one I found so far, which is like a tire that you send out. I'm not really a fan of the tire. It's kind of weird, honestly, because it's not like there's cars in this. But Most of the other ones, or actually pretty much all the other ones, I like or at least appreciate. The tire I don't like or appreciate, but you know, personal taste. It does bounce, which is cool. I just wish they would have done something besides a tire. Oh no, this guy got me. Yeah, I like the neon. All right, so we got to kill this guy in the center here. Oh, he's got more friends. Hey, there we go. We got another scorpion, guys. There are land sharks as well that go underwater, or under the ground. That was cool. We've seen some of those. Trying to think of what else we've seen, but we've seen a bunch of stuff, and so far it's generally all been cool. I think there's a city one coming up. I think there's different planets, different worlds. They look different like schemes. And okay, all right. Whoa, I haven't seen these guys. So we've seen this basic model before, but we haven't actually seen whatever these dudes are doing. Oh, there we go. Oh man, the gravity thing just because you can just grab a bunch of stuff and get it all in there and then blow it up. Yeah, the gravity is S tier. Gravity's S tier. Gonna say that for sure. Also, like the orbs, like you shoot out some balls that are like electrified, like plasma balls or something, and they also do AoE damage, I believe. I think those guys are also pretty fun. The bird is cool. The birds are not bad. Yeah, you do this call sonic damage. It's in an AoE cone in front of you, and it works pretty well. So I like that one. Nice. Oh, okay, cool. Here's a little pass through. I think we get more of those later on. I think we get more of those. Oh, I should get the thing down there first. Oh, we got a bunch of guys down here. AoE him down. Jeez. Oh, man. Okay, that's what these guys are? Is that what this big guy is? Ha! I like the little vampire fangs on them. Really fun. Thanks. Cool. Can we? Yeah. All right. So we can pull this one towards the. So this little pod here is what makes these guys. So once we take it out, they'll stop spawning more. And then there's like a little boss fight at the end of most levels, I want to say. Maybe not all, but most. I guess we didn't have one on the last level. I could have also like accidentally ended early. I'm not really sure what happened on the last level, to be totally honest. Oh. Oh, is there somebody up top? Whoa. Okay, we're getting a lot of aggro now. I don't know. Nice. One of the harder weapons to use, so it doesn't make sense that it does some of the most damage. Shooting fish in a barrel. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to do this. It does feel a little cheesy, but we're gonna do it anyways, because otherwise these guys can be quite tough. I do really like these guys. Nice. This fish dude's really cool. Oh, he shoots out the shocking things? Oh, dude. Yeah, I want that. Those are also some of my favorite. Come on. I'm trying not to, like, kill him too bad, because I'm afraid it'll kill all the little guys that he spawns. I think it did anyways, and I wanted to grab some of them. Okay, let me check the map here. Okay, cool. We're doing good so far. Yeah, this game is $20 on Steam right now for the full release thing too. If anybody's thinking about picking it up. And you know, indie game, so it's going towards a good cause. Oh, to be dropped into a first-person mode? Is this supposed to be a thing? I don't know. I don't feel like it is. But, I mean, I'll roll with it, I guess. Oh! Hey, we can change our cores. Okay, cool. Here are our... Ew, okay. Cool, cool. All right, well, I know how to do that now. Also, didn't know there was a first-person mode. Not sure how I got in first-person mode. Hitting buttons, I assume. Support the Floobers. Yes, Lyriel says support the Floobers. The Floobers are who we are rescuing, if anybody doesn't know. Hey, there we go. Okay, no, that's just going into that mode automatically puts you in a third person. Okay. Well, I guess we're playing in first person. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I'd love to see what else they could make with more time, more money, and all that good stuff. Do these just go down until you die? I mean, this is problematic. Do you have to jump? You have to get off of them so that they can, like, slowly get back up? Oh, that's kind of crazy. That's a cool mechanic. I do like it. No! It'd be a little bit easier to see what's going on if I... Whew, that's tight. Hey, I jumped! Ah, I didn't get credit for that jump. Just kind of yeeted me off. There we go. Hey, there's the thing spawning all these guys that I gotta destroy. Okay, cool. We got that pretty quickly. Wasn't too bad there. What up, guys? They look so funny. Ah! Alright, cool. I don't know how to get out of third person mode. Let's see if we can. Whoa, okay. How about options? Controls. Gameplay, graphics. Let me see. Jump, dash, fire, grapple, dash, open map, switch core, change view, switch core right. Okay. I mean, it looks like it's intentional, but I don't actually know if it is. Or if we just bugged it out. Could be either. Could be either. First person game mode challenge. Let's go. Oh. Oh, can't go that way apparently. Okay. Where are we trying to go? Across or something? I am unclear. Oops. Did not make it. Oh no, it's going to put us back over here. Oh, that sucks. Okay. We got back where we started. Do we want to go over to the left here, it feels like? Maybe that's what we want to do. Hop on one of these platforms and then go over to the left. Oh no. Well, at least he pulls you in. Before he jacks you up. Can we get back up? We're on a rock. Yeah, I feel like we can. Oh, we can't get up above that though. Can we stop over here? Yeah. Oh no. It's a little bit harder in first person. Love the passion of indie games. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and it's just people making games that want to make games, and there's nothing else to it. Like there's not there's no corporate overlord saying that like, hey, we have to do this or that or whatever. You know, we gotta make the game worse so that we can make a little bit more money because it's never enough. I've talked about this, and I'll keep talking about it as long as I can. But I've talked about this where there's a lot of these games that are, you know, indie games keep showing us that companies don't have to be greedy. What? Where'd they go? Oh man, they like yeeted themselves out of existence. Okay, there are plenty of these indie games that show us that, like, hey, like Helldivers, right? Helldivers keeps putting out free content updates, absolutely free. The game is $40. It's over. It's been out for over a year. They just keep adding stuff to it, and you have to pay $40 to get all the stuff they had on launch and to get everything else, right? No other game is like that. They charge, right? Like, you got to buy the expansions if you want them. And then, you know, there's probably going to be a monthly fee and whatever else, right? Like, there's a million ways they find to extract money from you. Oh, interesting. These are like high platforms that are also moving really fast. I don't know why. I don't know why I want to go that way, but I feel like I should try. And what indie games show us is like, no, they're making a living. They're doing quite well, and they don't have to be so greedy. And you see these non-indie games, and it literally is just corporate greed. Like, they can make more money if they make the game worse and make pain points in it, so they're going to, and so they keep doing it. And like, again, you look at indie games and they don't do that. They don't have to do it. And it's like, well, you know, they're making money. They're still paying their bills. Like, sure, they don't have some corporate executive that doesn't know anything about games or how to make them or the gaming industry at all. It's just the corporate person who, like, they got to pay him, right? But like, I don't know. That doesn't even make up, right? Like, it's not just his salary. It really is just greed and always having to, it's never enough. They can never make enough money. And so they make games worse and put pain points in and charge you. The microtransactions are always predatory. Like, ESO is really bad about that. No Man's Sky is awesome like that. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. Thoughts on the downfall of Ubisoft? Yeah, man. I mean, so with a lot of these game companies, this is just corporations in general, guys. Most of them are ran by idiots. I've told this story before, but I had a friend in college who was getting a doctorate degree in applied math. Really smart guy, right? And he wasn't sure if he wanted to be a professor or if he wanted to... What is going on right now? He wasn't sure if he wanted to be a professor or like go into industry, right? Go work at some company. And he got a job. He got an internship. And it was for a telecommunications company, and they were like business to business, I think mostly is what they did. But they had, he looked at their data and he realized that like they had this weird, he was looking at their pricing structure on stuff and what they were charging, and it didn't make any sense. It was pricing a bunch of people out at certain levels, so international calls and stuff like that. Kind of weird that like there's like this still kind of company exists, but apparently it does. I'm gonna die here if I'm not careful. I'm trying to take out some of these smaller guys. Oh, we got rockets coming at us. They're a little hard to see. All right, cool. We got the badge collected. We're trying to kill some of these guys so that we can charge up and see if we can zap. There we go. Get our health. If you kill them, you get health back. So that's kind of what's going on right now. And then I'm gonna eat some to see if I can. Oh, cool. Okay, we got the AOE here. Yeah. So anyway, so he goes to this company. He goes and is working for this company. He figures out a way to save them close to $1 million, or make them close to $1 million, just by changing up some of their structures, the cost structures that didn't make sense. And so he does that. And they he presents it at one of their meetings, and he explains to them like, hey, here's what we could do. Well, the problem was that they had to go in. This was like an antiquated system. They had to go in and manually change it, manually change the values of what they're charging. And they were considering not doing it. And when he presented it and told them what they'd have to do to go change the pricing structure, they groaned, and people were oh great, and they didn't want to do it because I mean they're probably low pay, they're probably not getting paid what they should, so they don't really care if the company makes money. They're not incentivized, and so for them it was just more work, and it was just beyond belief to him that a company, you could be like, hey, here's a way where you could make an extra $1 million in profit a year. And this isn't that large of a company, and it's not like the money was immaterial to them, right? It wasn't $1 million wasn't a rounding error to this company, but they were still oh yeah, great. And it was are most companies like this? And I had to tell them that yeah, they are. Most companies are ran by idiots. There's just layers of middle management that don't actually do anything, and bureaucracy that doesn't make any sense. That is just normal in most businesses. And I don't think, CEOs make ridiculous salaries, right? And they'll make those ridiculous salaries while losing money. It's not that they're smart. They're not getting paid because they're professional, football players or professional athletes who oh no, they're worth it. They're so good. It's literally not like that. They're just, a lot of them are just it's a good old boys club on some of them where it's oh yeah, love me, my rich dad is going to give other rich kids other rich dad's son a job, or something like that. There's just, it's not merit based is I guess my main point. And so it's yeah, this is totally what happened. So gaming industry, the exact same thing happens. A lot of the CEOs, not a lot, but some of the CEOs of some of these gaming companies literally don't. They think that we're idiots. They think that we're like, why would you play games kind of thing, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense to them. There's literally CEOs of gaming companies that are like that, and then have been caught saying things like that. So, you know, they're not gamers. They don't care if the game is good. You know, they care if it sells and it makes money, and that's really it. And when you see Baldur's Gate with Larian Studios, for example, where you know, they didn't want to put any microtransactions, and they also decided they weren't going to make expansions. Why? Because they weren't excited. They want to make a game that they want to play, and they can make a better game without, you know, the D&D brand, because the system doesn't lend itself to as much creativity as they've had in their other games. Probably because, you know, it's just not as cool and creative and different. So. Yeah, that's not like specifically on Ubisoft. I mean, the dude that was running it, you know, it's like nepotism, right? Like, he's just a family member and they owned it. And they were always rich and had money, and sure, they can, you know, any idiot can run a company until they run it to the ground. Cool. All right. Oh, we missed relics. Okay. Huh. Well, that's okay. Definitely need the passion to make a great game. Yeah. Well, and what companies have done for years and years and continue to do is that there's a lot of us nerds that, you know, got in, they want to make games. And you do it because it's a passion, and because people are doing it because they really want to do it, you can underpay them. Right? So, like, because if that's what you really want to do, there's only so many places you can do it. And then they also treat them pretty horribly, treat them like garbage. Where, for those who don't know, a lot of these AAA game companies, once the game launches and it's like record sales and everything else, they fire a bunch of people because they don't need them anymore. The game's made. They need a smaller group that'll continue to make like DLCs and stuff like that, but they don't need so they'll just fire everybody. In other countries and in other places, particularly outside the US, that doesn't happen. Larian doesn't do that. There's places in Japan I've talked about where they don't do that. And there's a lot of different things they'll do, right? Like, you know, you can have them like split up and work on indie projects. You could also have something in the pipeline so they have work to do. Any number of things, but yeah, it's you don't need to just fire people whenever they're, you know, because you couldn't think ahead and couldn't plan ahead to have some work for them to do. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I will say sad about nothing more after BG3. I don't think it's sad, 94, and the reason I say that is because I've been playing Larian Studios, their games, for like a long time, and they've been making a lot of great games. Their earlier games before BG3 I thought were better. They had cooler mechanics, and it was because I think they had a lot of problems doing really cool stuff but still fitting within the D&D framework. Now, excuse me, I like Baldur's Gate. I've been playing since Baldur's Gate 1. I thought it was like awesome. I also, so, you know, it's not that I don't like the IP or anything. I thought it was super cool. Love the stealth mechanics, all that stuff. I just think that I interviewed them. I talked to one of them, actually. It's here on the channel. There should be an interview. But I talked to one of the guys from Larian Studios. And I also talked to, you know, they didn't tell me anything that I have strong feelings that they feel the same way. I'll put it that way. I have strong feelings that I said some things like, hey, my opinion is that, you know, your previous games, the Divinity series, was more interesting. And some of the mechanics were like, honestly, like cooler. Like the way you could combine spell books to make a new spell and the discoverability and stuff like that. And I think that they honestly feel the same way. That they're going to make something even better and more. It's going to be better because it's not Baldur's Gate, you know, 4, or because it's not associated with that IP, because they can do whatever they want. You know, I don't know how good or bad WotC is. I do know. WotC is a pretty horrible company. Wizards of the Coast, who owns D&D, which is owned by Hasbro. I mean, they have a lot of sketchy stuff going on. They're getting sued by their investors because they were like did some funny stuff with their numbers to make it seem like they were making more money than they were. I think it was with inventories. it's an evil corp, and they only care about monetizing. They don't care about like players. So yeah, I think it's a really good decision. It might seem like a bummer, I get it, but it's a really good decision. I'll also say, like, for me, it's a little bit weird with that style of game. I find myself liking computer RPGs less and less. I like the more mechanics heavy one, because the story heavy stuff, I play tabletop role playing games, and like the story aspect of it is never going to be as good as just playing tabletop. And so I already scratched that itch. So I like the ones that are a little bit more mechanics heavy, and it's like tactical, because that's just my jam. That's what I'm looking to scratch that itch, which is not everybody. So Square Enix does really good. Yeah. Yeah, there's a handful of companies too, like, or well, I say that there's a decent number of indie companies. Games are getting easier and easier to make, and as they get easier and easier to make, you see more and more people coming in and coming into the disrupting the industry. And I think that'll just continue as time goes on, and it gets easier and easier to make great games. There's so many parts to a game company too. With ESO right now, to talk about that, right? Like, they changed their PvP stuff and are making the game really, apparently from all reports, early reports on PvP, there's no lag and it's working really well. And I think that's really cool. There's some smart people in the back end that are coders that are actually like making the game work better. I will say, from like a top level decision making, I think they make some really bad decisions. I think that there are people lower in the organization that are actually doing the work, that do a really good job, but their like top level decision making is not very good. I think that, and it's just, people get promoted and they probably shouldn't have a job, that be in the job they are, and it just happens. But it's like, oh, you've been here forever, or you're my buddy, or we're friends, or whatever, and people get in jobs that they don't do a great job of. And I don't know. I think once the corporate greed though sets in, it just, because if you're a really creative and really talented game developer, game designer, and you realize you're working for an evil corp, or that your boss is making really bad decisions, that you're smarter than him, and he right, it's not someone you respect, what are you going to do? You're going to go to a different company, right? Like, you're going to go somewhere else. And if you can, because you're the most talented, and you can find another job. And so that's slowly what happens. And I think that ESO has some of what they have is, oops, I didn't mean to actually load in here. So, oh, that's cool. It's a castle. Oh, that's dope. All right, we're not going to do this now, but I am excited to play with the castle. That's pretty cool. But what happened, they'll have some like younger, younger game developers rather, and both, I guess, who they're getting their first job, and they're just happy to get a job anywhere. And if they get a job at a company that has name recognition, it might help them get their next job, right? So they still get talent and stuff like that, but I don't think it's the same. Lyriel says, I know you don't know this, but worth noting that companies being run by idiots is mostly at a certain size. Small businesses and startups often have great leadership, at least in my field. And then Crafty Pappy says, yeah, ESO making billions. They could fix more than they do. Yeah. Well, they refuse to make their team larger, is what it seems like. Probably because they can't manage those people. And if they're throwing off money, no one's going to get fired if you're throwing off money. But if you hire people expecting to improve the game, there needs to be a payoff for that. And if you're not a good manager and you're not a good game developer, you don't have confidence that you can do that to grow the audience. And so it's safer to just leave everything the way it is and not really change anything. Yeah, companies of a certain size, Lyriel, I am talking about like large corporations, and there are good leadership at a lot of different ones. And small businesses, I mean, you've got to be able to do like 12 different tasks and do it really well. Lyriel, I would also say your field is a little bit different, because Lyriel works in research. And so most of the people at those companies all have advanced degrees, doctorate degrees in whatever field. They are exceptional. They're the 1%, not financially, but they are like 1% of the people, I think, in the U.S., or maybe on average, have like a doctorate degree, and then less than that have doctorate degrees in advanced or STEM fields. So I know you know a lot. Oh, okay, okay. Don't misquote me. I'm sorry. I might have got something wrong there. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, but I don't know. I think that could be a little bit different. There are, I mean, I've seen one of the things you'll find with small businesses once they get to a certain size, and this is like we have research on this, is they stop becoming profit maximizing and they start becoming quality of life maximizing for the people who run the company. And I have definitely seen that in my time. I've worked for a handful of people that were independently wealthy. They had made money, millions, if not more. Why does it load again? I wanted to exit out. Oh, there we go. Okay, it is. It is. That was just a load screen. Cool. Well, um, I think we're gonna call. I think we're gonna call it here on the Virballs. See what time it is. I think we might just have to call it here for today, guys. I know we start a little bit early, so we end a little bit early on Wednesdays. Actually, Wednesdays are kind of bonus streams, to be totally honest with you. Wednesdays and Sundays are the 2 days I typically, will take off. Sundays more particularly. I've been throwing up a lot more bonus Wednesday streams. But I want to, the reason I'm going to dip out is because I need to finish doing the Nightblade video that I've been working on, the Nightblade Stamina DPS video. So I'll probably go back to that. Yeah, I'm specifically thinking about startups in plastic recycling that have amazing C-suites that are all scientists that know their stuff. I don't know about gaming world. But yeah. Well, I think that's also the thing too, is when you have you're talking about like the people in charge of the company are also the people, like they're the scientists, right? The scientists are the ones, and it's a company. That would be like a game company having, so that's like an indie, it's equivalent of indie game is what we're talking about, an indie studio, right? Where like the person in charge of the company is the game developer, not the person in charge of the company is a finance bro, right? Who's like, oh, how do we extract more money out of these people? So I think that's what we're talking about, Lirio. I think it's kind of the same thing. Your startups and everything would be like the indie studios that we're talking about here, where everybody's passionate, really intelligent, and also, again, what I've tried to say over and over again is that on a lot of these companies, the people in charge aren't the gamers. And then there's usually some gamers that are like that are the middle management or top management, but they're the kind of go between the actual gamers and the finance people and the people that the business people, and those are kind of the turncoats of the gaming industry. And I'm sure they tell themselves all kinds of stuff that like, no, I'm still a hardcore gamer, and no, I'm still in it for the love of the game, as they like sell out everybody beneath them and think it's okay to fire everybody after they just released a banger of a game. So I'm sure they get paid very well, so I'm sure that they decided that somewhere along the way that getting paid well was worth turning that dial. And I guess for them it is. I guess if you got to make sure your kids eat and your family eats, like I understand, but is what it is. 94 says, "Oh, I have a build suggestion. Kavoth Gladiator and Noble Duelist. Check it out. Have a good night." Okay, I will, man. I will. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we've got hard mode Dread Cell Reef at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I think we usually do something before that. Maybe we have something scheduled. I'll put it up. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for dropping by. 94, it's good to see you. Crafty Fappy, appreciate it. Terrell, if you're still there. And of course, Lyriel. It's good to see all of you guys. Mother Clucker. No, Mother Clucker, I think she had to go earlier. But you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next time. All right, guys. Peace.